Tuesday, good Monday afternoon. I almost said Tuesday. I'm running through Monday. Welcome back, Live Chats with Kim. I've got a really special multiple group of guests here today. It's my amazing dentist and the whole team. We're missing a couple of part of the team, but I'm just really excited about this. Welcome back, everybody. We're broadcasting live at www.bold radio station. Before we move into bringing this whole magnificent team out here to the platform and to the interview, is a big, huge shout out to Bold Radio Station's team. They're amazing. I say this every week. I mean it every week. They bust butt to get these shows up and out the door. They're amazing. And that's Nesha, Damian, the two producers, and Ingrid, who is the youngest of the whole team, but keeps us all in line. She's the director of operations. So big shout out. Yay. And of course, then there's my partner, Lynn Brunette, who is just nothing but a fun, laughing sense of humor. We'll call her a troublemaker today, but we can. So I have my dentist here today with three of part of his staff. Two others couldn't make it. Why am I having my dentist and his team here today? I'm going to open this all on up. Ed Borio, we got Sally, we Amy, and we have Bev. And this is such a unique practice. And I'm constantly saying to Ed and the ladies that work there, oh my gosh, this is such a unique place, and we've had conversations about branding and stuff. So I'm going to jump right in. Ed, I'm going to start with you. Welcome. Thank you for being here today. I know you're at lunch and in between patients and stuff.
Well, it's a pleasure, Kim. You know, you've been a loyal supporter for so many years. So when you asked, I didn't really have a choice but to say yes. We really appreciate long-standing patients that are loyal like yourself.
Oh, thank you. Well, there's a numerous amount of reasons why I'm a long-standing loyal patient. So, Ed, let's begin with you. Could you just really quickly tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I graduated from University of Detroit Dental School of Dentistry in 1981, and have been practicing in Birmingham, Bloomfield ever since. I've actually been in two locations. And one, I was downtown Birmingham for just a year. Then I came to my current location, and I've been in two different suites there. And then I've been real active in continuing education. I've done some lecturing from time to time, but currently I'm pretty involved in a teaching center out in Seattle, Washington, the Coy Center, and it's a center for advanced dental procedures, and it attracts dentists from all over the world. And I've been pretty involved in that organization since 1997, I believe.
Wow, has it been that long? It doesn't seem like it's been that long. You've been doing that for a while. Yeah,
that's
you've
when
been
I got
doing that
started. Yeah.
Yep. And how long? And you've been in the building that you're in now since you've graduated dental school, correct?
1 year. I was 1 year in downtown Birmingham, but I came in this building in 1982.
Okay, we're going to get into that.
I've been in a two-suite, and then, yeah.
We'll get into that in a minute, in a moment here. You know what? I'm going to ask Sally. Sally, jump on in. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for the practice.
Well, hi, Kim. Actually, about myself, I've been with Dr. Borio for about 14 years now. I'm a grandmother of 3 beautiful grandkids, and I love my job, and I love my free time with my family. But my job here with Dr. Borio consists of a few different things. I started out assisting with Dr. Borio, and then I kind of moved more up to the front desk. And so now I do a little bit of both, a little bit of everything here in the office. So it's kind of exciting, and just never know what every day will bring. So my job allows me to do quite a bit, actually.
I know, and you're always the pretty smiling face I get to see when I walk in. And then we have
goodness.
you are. You're always the pretty smiling face.
Well,
and then
you're
welcome. Amy, go ahead, please jump on in.
Yes. Hi. I've been with Dr. Borio I've been working in dentistry for about 25 years, and almost 15 of those years, I've been here with Dr. Borio, and I'm his primary chairside assistant. Sometimes Sally needs to come and bail me out because it gets a little busy. But, I've been in turn sometimes to go and help Sally at the front desk do what she needs to do, as well as Trish. But mostly I work side by side with Ed.
And you're also my, when you say to me as the crazy patient that I am, Amy, I want my impressions today. Okay, I'm going to be serious.
Yes.
Enough. We're going to come out of that. I'm going to be serious today. Okay, and then we have Bev, who is, oh my God, Bev cleans my teeth and then flosses them is better than a body massage. Bev.
Hi, Kim. Thank you. I'm not sure I'm that good, but thank you. I have been practicing for 38 years. I graduated from the University of Detroit in 1978. I've been with Dr. Borio for 8 years, which has been great. I've been in other offices, and I love working here. And I'm the dental hygienist.
And you are one of the 2 dental hygienists.
One of 2, yes.
Yep, that Dr. Borio has. You know something, we're going to jump right on in. And, all 4 of you, this is an open forum, but I'm going to direct this first question to Dr. Borio, to Ed. And like I said, I'm dancing on a fence post of coming out of being in the office there and calling him Dr. Borio and addressing him as Ed today. Ed, I want to know, what do you feel makes your practice so unique? I know what it is because you and I have had conversations, but what makes your practice so unique?
Well, I think, unique would be for someone else to describe, but I can tell you what we're trying to do. And if I talk to other people, I think maybe there is a uniqueness part of it. But I think it's really built on, I think it's really important as a foundation to have dental excellence. I think it's important that we're providing, our patients are coming to us for their dental care, and we have to be excellent at providing the care and state of the art, and we have to have the technology, and we have to have equipment that supports that and allows us to do that. But I think the other thing, as much as we care about excellence in the dentistry that we provide, I think it's also important to be able to support that with service excellence or in taking care of our patients in a manner that I think it's important that I would like to be taken care of. And I think we try to impress on our team and then be able to communicate that to our patients, that we want to have them leave here with an experience similar to what they would expect if they went to a fine hotel or a fine restaurant. And just to feel like they're taken care of, their needs are being listened to, they have individualized and personalized care, and they don't feel like they're being rushed or hurried through any of the experiences or visits that they have here.
Did you have that image the moment you graduated dental school, or has that grown and evolved?
Well, it's always grown. I think I had it was a real rough image when, I just got out of school and didn't really know anything. So it was a rough image. But one thing I knew is part of who I am is someone who really wants to challenge the status quo and continue to get better. And so that part led me to a journey of trying to get better at dentistry. And while I did that, I happened to be exposed to some people who were really good at, having the total package and making this wonderful dental experience go beyond just the clinical dentistry side.
Ladies, Sally, Amy, Bev, jump on in, because you're part of this team, because Ed has got this vision, and I know about this vision because I'm a patient. I walk in, and it's like, what, walking into the dental office is like walking into my home, how it's decorated. And don't get me wrong, everybody that's listening, but there is, equipment, stainless steel. There's got to be in order for all of them to do their jobs. But it's beautifully decorated. It is warm. It's not, it's not that sterile feeling. Ed, from day one, when I was going to you and you were upstairs in that building before you moved downstairs, you've always showcased your family. So you show a side of not only are you a dentist who's gone to school and has a business, you also show that human side of you as well as everyone else. But I'm going to say this, no offense. Ed, you have this vision. You've got these group of women that also have bought into the vision. Because otherwise, you're only as good as you are as the team that follows. So, Sally, Amy, Bev, at any time, go ahead, jump on in. How is it that you... Go ahead.
Okay, sorry, Kim, this is Bev. I can just say from working at other offices, the things I've noticed with working with Dr. Borio that makes our team different is we have core values, we have mission statements, we try to daily live by the core values with our patients. We meet twice a month and talk about what we did wrong, what we did right, how we can improve in the future. And from other offices I've worked at, I've never seen it at any other office. And so I think Dr. Borio helps us to understand his vision. Sometimes it takes a while to get it. I know it did for me, but once you get it, or try to get it, it's great. And we appreciate patients like you that notice.
Well, I do business consulting. I work with women business owners, and I help them set into place systems and processes to keep things flowing so they can grow. Because when things aren't flowing, it's very difficult to grow. So you hear a lot of women who are like, work-life balance. I need work-life balance, which, by the way, work-life balance is a myth. We never achieve and arrive to it. It's compromising, it's negotiating, it's giving here and some days when other days you give to another area. And I see that beautiful dance, so to speak. You guys, you are like Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers dancing. When I come in, it's not just how beautiful the paint is and the wallpaper and the wood and how impeccably neat and organized. Yes, I do notice details because I built a house. Organized things are, but I can feel the flow and that dance among all of you. And I know, Ed is the owner, so to speak, of this practice, and it's his expectations. But it's interesting how when you bring others on as far as the team to rise them up. And one of the things you guys all do is, I know you do this because I've asked Ed and I've asked Sally, I've asked questions, how do you, keep this flow going and stuff like that. And I know that you guys meet, bi-weekly and debrief. And, I'm all about, and I think all companies, that's a judgmental statement. I think all companies should constantly debrief, not pound on the area of what we did wrong, but what needs to improve and what can we do to make it better for each and every patient that comes in here. Because I've said to clients here locally that own businesses, I'm like, we need to take a field trip. And this is where we're going to take the field trip, to Big Beaver and Woodward Road here to Dr. Borio's. I say that, I've said that to my vet. I've said that to a couple other business owners. I'm like, field trip time. You got to walk in here. You have to just feel this on how the systems are in place so that you all know how to dance the dance and what needs to be done and what is expected, so there's no guessing involved.
Well, Kim, I'm going to step in right now with what you just spoke about, Dr. Borio, about being the owner of the office or, the boss. He is actual owner of it. But he allows us, he tries to instill in us that we are partners in this business as well, in this office, and that he empowers us to make decisions and to take chances and to, be part of this practice as if it was our own. And he allows that, and it makes for a really, really pleasant place to work. And it's just a nice feeling to have that your boss, as you say, is that trusting in you. And that's a big part of our office, is that you have to have trust. Otherwise, you cannot move forward with everything as we have.
And so, I like to speak in analogies, so it's like all of you saying, and, Ed says, okay, everybody, we're going to meet at the local Starbucks. And he doesn't give you the destination of which Starbucks, where we have multiple Starbucks. So everyone's driving around going, okay, what the hell? I mean, where do we go? What, you know what I'm saying? So, you all are very clear on the boundaries within the business. This is processes and systems set up in place. This is what I talk about when I mean processes and systems, so that you all can be responsible of being part of the business. Because quite frankly, Sally, and that's a beautiful, what you just said is, we all, when we get in our cars and drive to the brick and mortars of our business, and we do get a paycheck from that, quite frankly, we all have investment into that business, and we should all be able to be allowed to make some executive decisions, so to speak. I do that with my team. I'm not telling my producers how to produce their shows. They're the experts. I can get in there and do a little bit, and they do cringe when they see me coming. My director of operations, she knows what needs to be done. And when I'm on vacation, we let Ingrid make executive decisions. It's like, make the decision. If there's room for improvement afterwards, we'll debrief, but make the decision. I love to empower people like that. And I know, Ed, I know you do the same thing, because like I said, we've had conversations. And I think that's why the office is running and working so beautifully.
Well, it's because everything is based off of our core values that we've all established, and we're all very familiar with what they mean. And so any decision can be made if it's based in the core values.
Yeah. I agree, and understanding that. And I want to jump on over here, too, because I remember when you guys were designing the website and doing the logo, you asked for me to take a look at and voice my opinion. I was really honored to do that. And the colors, the logo, everything's beautiful. But what I come across with entrepreneurs, the business owners, is, I got to have a website. Well, in this day and age, we do need a website. We are in the 21st century with a very technology-based industry. But I got to have the logo, and that'll be my brand. And a logo is a logo, and it is not our brand. A brand is when I walk into which, by the way, I love going to the dentist. Okay, who says that? I love going to the dentist. And it's not just because I know my teeth are going to be clean and it's my dental health, but it's my experience that I have when I walk into the office. That is branding. That is branding that can't be bought and that can't be sold. That's branding. So
I'm going to back Kim.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to back up just a minute, because just so people listening don't think that we just kind of are reckless in our in empowering people. We empower people, but we do it with it's calculated. I mean, there's an orientation, there's an alignment that's required, there's a foundation that's necessary. But what I believe is important is, once you have alignment in what you're trying to do and what you stand for, then people can go ahead and be empowered to make decisions. Because one of the things that's important for us is growth, and with growth doesn't mean that you're ever there, and it means that you're always learning. And so sometimes if you have, I heard a great definition of failure, because it said failure really is an imperfect word, because as soon as you learn from it, it no longer is a failure. And while I never heard that definition before, that's really the premise is how we would operate is, it's okay. You got to learn from it. And so that's part of what I think the importance of growth is to be able to keep going and getting better and not be so fixated that you have all the answers and that you need to preserve the status quo, because that's what you have to live by.
Yeah, I totally agree. We all do have to have that foundation. We have to have that vision, and then we have to get ready to go out there and be ready to do, quote unquote, the job, jump out of bed, something that makes us jump out of bed, that passion, and really have that vision, and then build that foundation, which is the values and the mission, and, to instill that vision. And I agree with you, Ed. It's not about just empowering people recklessly. You really have to, it's like driving down the street. We can't just turn left if it says no left turn and you're going off the road. You have to be able to be crystal clear on the boundaries, the vision, and the structure, and that to be able to move that whole automobile, so to speak, that you're driving there, and that all of you are driving there in that business. And so I hope the listeners that are listening really come across that it's more than just a logo. It is more than just together, twice a month, and you debrief. What's going well? What needs improvement? How can we grow and be better? And I think that's where.
Yeah, so you can have mistakes, Kim, because you can have mistakes, because if you don't learn from something and you repeat it, that's a mistake. But if you can learn from something and move on, and it's a growth period, it's not a failure.
Yeah, I agree. Somebody else was going to jump in too.
I was just going to say the same thing, that that one thing we say quite all the time is that we're human and we make mistakes. It's just what's going to happen. But you just have to, and it's okay if you make a mistake. But you own it. You don't give an excuse. You say, these are the reasons I did it this way. It didn't work, and I won't do it again that way. And we do learn.
Yep, and you grow and you learn from it. All right, here's my next question. So Ed, why? And this goes to all of you, because you are all sitting in dentistry. Why do you all love dentistry?
Okay, well, I'll start. I love I love being in healthcare and helping. I'm a health-oriented person, and so in one way, in a big way, I think, because the mouth is the gateway to the rest of the body, I can really help to influence people's health by helping them get their mouth healthy, and that part. But the other part is I also like to connect with people, and dentists get about as close to someone's personal space outside of a spouse or a significant other as people allow you in, and that requires a great deal of trust and a great deal of confidence in somebody. So I think it gives me an opportunity because of that to be able to connect with people and get to know them well. And you and I are a great example of that. We've developed a really nice relationship over the years, just as a result of you coming to an office for your dental care.
Yes, yeah, I agree. It is. I haven't really even looked at it as like such an intimate space. Maybe because I'm all so comfortable with all of you, and I have the highest trust and faith in all of you. I mean, no matter what room I'm in and what I'm there for. Amy, why do you love dentistry so much?
Well, I like just interacting with the patients and making them feel comfortable when they are here. We have a lot of patients that come through who are really nervous. And so I just enjoy making them feel at ease and getting them through the process, and creating a beautiful smile. And health, creating a healthy, beautiful smile.
I love that. And I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, going, how can I invent something when all of you are working in my mouth, and I can still have a conversation with you all, because, okay, like, so how are the grandchildren? How was vacation? It's, and you're trying to work on my mouth, and I'm like, okay, can you stop? Because I really want to know about this. Okay. So, Bev, tell me why you love dentistry.
Well, one thing, Kim, that we have the advantage over is, just to go back to your previous point, is we can talk and you have to listen. But we try not to do that. We try not to do that. We try to be more interested and less, or more interested and less interesting. But anyways, but no, I love dentistry. I've been in it for a long time. Obviously, I like it, or I probably would have left. But I think just the thing that's changed my perspective in working here, like Dr. Borio and Amy have said, is just the health aspect of it. The patients are great, but dentistry's changed a lot, and people are starting to understand that, like Dr. Borio referred to, that the mouth is the gateway to the body, and it's important to keep your mouth healthy, so the rest of your body can be healthy as well. So it's just nice to see the changes that have evolved, and to work with the patients and have help people every day. It's nice.
Yeah, I know. I love it. I love it. I'm never nervous going in there. I'm excited to come in. It's just the conversations. I absolutely love it. And Sally, last but not the least on that round of question.
Well, I can kind of go along with Amy. I would have to say that I love to interact with the patients. I love having, conversations, learning about their lives, and, answering any questions they have. When we're in the back, if I'm working in the back with the doctor, or, working up front at the desk as well with Trish, and, answering questions for the patients with their insurance and things like that, and helping them through that. It sounds like it could be kind of boring, but it's actually very fulfilling. It's very satisfying, and it's, just to know that you're helping the patient out in the slightest way is very nice, and they're so appreciative of it. So I care more about the patients, when they leave and they're happy, then that's what's important to me when they leave here.
I love it. It's such a whole, now that I'm listening, as I'm sitting here listening to all of you speak, it really is. It just went through my mind, that whole process going in, coming in and coming out, the first to see, the last to see. It's just, you all have created, it's a very nice, seamless experience. And I know I am an exception to the rule. And I was thinking when I was driving back from a client this morning, oh my gosh, Dr. Borio and the whole office, I'm really excited, and it's all these years I've really never really asked questions. And the last procedure I had done, crown. I'm so bad, bridge, crown. Look, see, I don't.
Crown.
Thank you.
Your crown.
So I'm asking now because now I'm starting to ask when you're working. I mean, okay, what is it there that you're doing? So I'm like, I'm now starting to a point where I'm so relaxed and comfortable. I'm visualizing what you're doing, but I want to ask and go, okay, stay there 5 minutes longer because that feels really good. Again, I am not normal when it comes to my dental. I love it. I can't wait to get in to see you all and hear what's going on. The professionalism and even, and I shouldn't even say the professionalism because that goes without saying, but it's the personal, the personal, I mean, down to the point where just a couple years ago, I am so impressed and so excited that the whole team was able to keep a surprise birthday party a secret in the office without Dr. Borio finding this out. That was just so amazing. So I love it. I love the camaraderie, the teamwork, everything that you all have going on there. And, Ed, you are a good dentist, but you are more than just a good dentist, that your whole office, all of you ladies, and you added too as well, it's far more than just being phenomenal dentist practice. It's your attitudes, it's the environment, it's your ethics, it's your integrity, and I can go on and I can go on and I can go on, and that for me personally, that's a stunning brand right there. That is the impeccable brand, because I feel that when I go in there.
Well, thanks, Kim. That's awfully nice of you. I think I think the thing that we want to make clear to our patients that we don't get this in every experience, business experience, professional experiences. I want them to know how much we care about them. And it's about them, not about us. And we want to make it about them and not about us. And I think that's, unfortunately, it's hard. It's getting harder and harder to find that in business and in professional relationships.
Yeah, I agree. And you do a good job at finding that. I can remember multiple years ago, a friend of mine that I've known since junior high, middle school, who's a dental hygienist, and we were talking, and I said, my dentist is Dr. Borio. She goes, there's a wait list to get a job into that practice. I mean, your reputation out there as well, and the impeccable low turnover prior with Bev coming in 8 years ago. God, I can't believe it's been 8 years. 8 years ago. Wow, Bev, 8 years. Wow. 8 years ago, when the one dental hygienist decided to retire and go on, I was like, I think I grabbed Sally and I went, you got to be kidding me. Because I deal with sensitivity, and it's like, oh my God, we get my teeth are cleaned. I've got this, it's not that it's routine. It's just I come in, you guys know, and it's like, be careful. And so, I started getting my teeth cleaned with Bev, and Bev looks at me and she goes, I can empathize what you go through. I mean, you guys, I get a pillow and a blanket. I mean, which is so not, talk about 5-star hotel. I mean, this is the Four Seasons when I come in. It's like I said, I can't express enough. It's just not coming in and getting my teeth clean. It's not just coming in, getting, God forbid, a filling. I adore you, Ed and Amy. I don't want to be in the back if I don't have to be in the back, a filling or a crown or anything like that. It's the whole experience. I mean, it's the whole experience. And you guys really got it rocking. You really have it going on. You really, truly do. So here's my last question, because I know you're on your lunch break, and I want you all to be able to eat and before you get to the next patients that are coming in. Ed, where do you see this practice going in the next 10 years?
Well, I'll still be a part of it. And I think we're just going to continue to try to get better. I don't think there's a ceiling, and I don't think there's a destination. I think as things evolve, we can be better at relating to people. We can make sure that we're staying on top of things from a technology standpoint, from a health information. What's taking place in dentistry as far as total body wellness is enormous, and there's so much out there to learn. I've recently become aware of some things with the airway and how early development and how airway breathing and sleeping issues affect our total body health. And while that's not for me necessarily the treat, it's for me to be able to direct people in the right area. So I see a huge need for us to be at the cutting edge in that area. And then, at some point I have to think about a transition, and what my goal is to transition is that I can find someone to just replace me and do what I'm doing, be able to mentor someone and set things up so when that time does happen, it's a really smooth transition. But that's beyond 10 years. So I gave you a beyond 10-year answer there. Kim
Boudreaux-Smith, when you're ready making that transition, I really have to be part of that interviewing process. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. Ed, you're going to be going, Kim, I'm retired. No, you must come out of retirement. My mouth. Oh, no. I know.
You don't have to worry about it for a long time, Kim. Don't worry.
I know.
Worried about it.
I know you're young. I know. We got it. I know. I get it. No, I'm teasing. But yeah, absolutely. So if I could get one of you, Sally, if you wouldn't mind, could you please cite the website where everybody listening can go check out the website, check out how pretty it is and what's going on?
That would be at drborio.com. And it's a really nice website. We are, trying to improve it all the time. So there's additions that will be coming to that as well. So we invite everybody to go look at it. Take a look at it.
Websites are forever.
Actually, Kim, actually it's BorioDental.com.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. You're fine. BORIO dental.com. And, websites are forever growing and evolving as the business is growing and evolving. Mm-hmm. It's the way technology is. All right. Any last words you all would like to share with the listeners before we depart?
Well, I'd just like to thank you, Kim, and for inviting us to this. This is really nice. And, again, we enjoy having you as a patient, and then we enjoy all of our patients. So we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Thank you for inviting us to do this.
Yes. Ed?
Kim, I've known you for a long time. I never knew you were such a good radio host.
Oh, see, you guys are
skill set that I was. You got another skill set I was unaware of. Congratulations! You did a great job.
Thank you so much. You guys are all, you're living underneath the dental rock there, so to speak. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, all I have to say to wrap up the show today is thank you all so much. I'm on my way in for the impressions. Not that I need impressions, but you know how I love those. I'm on my way in for the floss because that is like a massage. And let me see what else can I do. Oh, and just to see everybody. But seriously, Ed, Sally, Amy, and Bev, thank you so much for taking time out of your lunch day in between the patients. I know you guys are busy, and stepping in and sharing this amazing office. This business. It's more than just a dental experience, and I cannot express that enough to people. Seriously, enough. So go out there, make it a great day, and everybody, thank you so much for listening in. Again, it's BorioDental.com. We're broadcasting live at BoldRadioStation.com. Go on out there, make it a great day, and thank you all. Take care.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you very much, Kim. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining yet another Real Life Chats with Kim. Come on back next week, same place and time, where the boldest of bolds share their truths.